Hello everyone, in this video I'll be ranking pre-workout ingredients on a tier list and talking a little bit about them. So I found this tier list on Tier Maker and I wanted to give it a little go because there's some good pre-workout ingredients and some ones that don't really do much. So first things first, we get alpha GPC. Now I really like alpha GPC as a precursor to acetylcholine in the brain. So this is a neurotransmitter that is important when we're doing any type of movement, really anything at all. So it's important that we have a good amount of choline in the body, and this is the most effective form of it. So it could go S tier. I think I'm just going to put it in the, yep, I'll put it in the S tier. Alpha GPC is better than choline bitartrate and every other choline precursor out there. So if you're looking for a pre-workout that has choline in it, look for alpha GPC. It's the most effective form. Next, we got beta alanine. Now, beta alanine was thought to be a really good pre-workout ingredient because it makes you tingle. Now, further research into this, it shows that it's more like creatine where you have a store of it in your body and your body's using it. So it's better to have it like any time of day than just pre-workout. But people like the tingles from it because it feels like their pre-workout's actually working for them. So I'll put it in the B tier. It's good for higher rep ranges. So if you're looking to do like 12, 15 plus, which pretty much most people should be doing that, I think it's a pretty decent supplement there. Next, we got S7, which I had to look a little bit into. It's a combination of three different natural ingredients. It's supposed to help out with your nitric oxide production, and I'm going to put in the C tier because I just don't think, like, I did see some people say it. I haven't personally taken it myself, but I've seen some people saying it's more so a placebo effect than actually giving you a real effect. As far as ingredients for pre-workout, citrulline, malate, and glycerol are king as far as pumps go. So this is not really same thing. Next, we got creatine monohydrate. Kind of falls in with beta alanine. Like, you don't need to take a pre-workout. You're having a store of it in your body for future use. And yeah, it's very effective. One of the most effective supplements, probably the most effective. If you go to a supplement store, creatine's going to give you the best bang for your buck. And yeah, for that reason, I'm going to put it in the B tier. It does not need to be taken pre-workout, but some people, the only ingredients they are going to take are pre-workout ingredients. So I think in that case, it's kind of a good one. Next, we got, I don't know what this is, YDR Rhyme. I was in the D tier. I don't know what that is. Someone can chime in the comments maybe if they know what that is, and I can give another update. FitNox is similar to S7. It's another supplement that's got some people saying yes and no online, whether it's effective or not. It's a nitric oxide producer, but again, so a lot of these nitric oxide producers aren't really effective, and they're using data from many years past saying that this supplement may or may not increase your nitric oxide. So to be on the safe side, I'm just going to put in the C tier. It might be useful, probably not. Next, we got, I think this is, it's hard to read this, but it looks like glycerol powder. So I'm going to say it's glycerol monostearate, which I think is a really great supplement. It is the reason that your pre-workout may be clumping if you have a pre-workout that has this in it, because it's not very good when it's just in a tub. So to prevent that, put it in the fridge or use a fork to break it up. Clumping doesn't mean it's going to go bad. Clumping is kind of normal with this. So what it does is it helps provide an actual muscle pump, and it helps swell up your muscles full of water. So that's obviously a good thing when you're looking to work out. It's going to help you get nutrients into your muscles quicker. So yeah, I like it a lot. Next, we got Neurofactor Cognatique. I want to put this in the B tier. I think it's coffee bean fruit extract. It's a stimulant that's not caffeinated. You see it a lot in a lot of pre-workouts. Now, does it really provide much of a benefit? Maybe. If paired with caffeine, it could give you some benefit, but it's not a make or break supplement to have in a pre-workout. I don't know what this next one is either. It's a OL. Not quite sure. But the next one's caffeine. I'm going to put that in the A tier. It's not the most effective. Like, personally, I honestly prefer a pre-workout that doesn't have caffeine in it. That's just me. But most people look for the high caffeine, so it can have some benefits. It's going to burn roughly 14 calories per hour, which is a nice little boost to your fat burning, and alongside helping you stay amped for a pre-workout or a pre-workout supplement. If you're going to the gym early in the morning, you feel tired, caffeine will probably help out with that. But one further is caffeine plus L-theanine. Now, this gives caffeine much more benefit because there's a synergetic effect between L-theanine and caffeine. So easy S tier because it's better than caffeine. Caffeine is a good supplement. But you got to be mindful of your intake of it. And that's where L-theanine comes in, because it's going to provide a bit of a better effect from your caffeine without jumping up and getting all anxious and jittery from it. So that's always really nice. I think this is, I can't read it, has NAC in it. I'm going to assume it's NAC, N-A-C, N-acetyl-L-cysteine. And that's a really good supplement for helping out with your lung health and a variety of other things like liver markers. I got a friend who's taking it right now, and they had really great results from it. And I take it personally. I don't track my health metrics in terms of my lung capacity, but I think by taking this, maybe I got a little bit better. I'm not entirely sure, but there's lots of great things being said about this supplement, and it's been shown to work. So that's always really nice. Nitrosogene is next, and this is arginine silicate, I believe. Arginine has been shown to not really be that effective of a amino acid in the body. Citrulline malate will turn to that in the body, and that's why I like citrulline, because it will give you the pump. Whereas this, I'm going to put in the B tier because it's not really like, it's hard to say. Like with some of these, it's hard to say. So B tier. I'm not sure this molecule, I don't know why they have some of these molecules here, but I'll put in the D tier because I'm not sure. If anyone can identify that, let me know in the comments. Nitrates next. Nitrates being like protein. I'll put it in the B tier because, you know, you want to be nitrogen positive whenever you're working out. So it's going to help with building up your muscles. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's not really a pre-workout ingredient. NaCl, salt. So salt's actually a really good pre-workout ingredient, believe it or not, especially if you're deficient in salt. Now, most people are not deficient in salt, but there's some people out there that, you know, if you can't get a muscle pump, it might be because your sodium stores are a little bit too low. Now, I used to put a pinch of salt in my pre-workout, and I found that it helped me personally. I wouldn't recommend it if you're like, you know, have hypertension or high blood pressure or anything like that. But for me, it helped me with getting a pump quicker. So, I don't know. A little bit of potassium, a little bit of sodium. Not a bad thing to have, especially if you got it in your food, like a pre-workout meal. I think that's a little bit better. Next, we got branched chain amino acid, isoleucine. I'll put it in the B tier, somewhere around there. I've taken pre-workouts with leucine in it. It's going to help turn on your muscle protein synthesis. And that's a nice thing if you're working out, because you want, obviously, to get the results of working out. But the thing is, isoleucine is not necessary to be taken just on its own, because you're going to get it in protein. So if you have a protein shake post-workout, chances are you're probably getting 5 grams or more of it. So do you really need to spend extra to get more leucine when you're already getting it in your diet? Especially if you're eating chicken and things like that. You're already getting a good amount of it. So yeah, the next one, I think these are precursors to acetylcholine. I'll put them in the B tier. This is acetylcholine. This one might be choline. Oh, this is choline bitartrate. They're not as good as alpha GPC. Alpha GPC is king when it comes to these. So there, I did the supplement ingredient tier list here. This didn't have all the supplements that I wanted to review, so maybe I'll do this and make my own one in the future. But there it is. Some of the best: alpha GPC, glycerol, caffeine plus L-theanine. I'd also put citrulline malate up in the S tier. Really great supplement, but there it is. Let me know in the comments where you would rank these, and I'll see you in the next video.